Right then, you join me for the very first Car Wow POV point of view drive. So this is the Hyundai i20. You're going to see what it feels like, well, looks like from the driver's seat, and I will give you some commentary as to what's going on. This particular car has the 1 litre turbo petrol engine. It's got 100 horsepower, and if you look down there, you can see we've been averaging 43 miles per gallon out of it. So it's a little rainy today. The track is a bit damp. You'll get a good look round of what our track where we film the cars looks like, as well as being able to see what it feels like to drive this car. That little beeping noise is lane departure warning, which you can turn off by pressing this button here, and you can also turn off the traction control if you want to. Suddenly handbrake turn like that, which is a little bit irresponsible, to tell you the truth. So we probably shouldn't be doing that. Let's have that traction control back on. Obviously I'm on a closed road, so I can do that as long as it's safe. So we're going to join the main track. And one thing that you notice about this car is that the steering is extremely light. Also, the visibility out the side window is pretty good. And overall visibility in this car is excellent. Not too much of a blind spot caused by the pillars. There's someone else that we're sharing the track with. It's a McLaren. They often test these cars here. That one's got camouflage over it, so you can't tell the outline. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's some form of 720. Lovely. I wonder if that was the long tail. Anyhow, this i20, very easy to drive. The gear shift, it's pretty light. There's a bit of a notch to it, but it's not too hard to use, and it's not unpleasant. The clutch, nice and light. The brakes, I'll just have a little bit of a brake. They're pretty solid, the brakes. They stop the car well, but they don't feel jerky. The engine in this one, like I said, it's the 1 litre turbo petrol. It has 100 horsepower. You can get a slightly higher performance version, but you don't really need it. This thing rocks along at a decent rate. You can see the speedo rising there. So it's actually pretty decent on the motorway. One advantage though, I guess, of the higher power version is that you get a 6-speed gearbox. This lower powered 100 has a 5-speed manual gearbox. Now I'm just going around that corner at 75 miles an hour, which is not bad. This car actually grips the road pretty well. I'm just going to head out onto the twisty part of the circuit, and you'll see how it handles. I'll be driving this a lot quicker than most Hyundai owners will ever drive their car. Have a look around the dash. The overall quality is pretty good. In fact, you have soft touch materials here on the dash, on the top. I can't let my hands off the steering wheel right now because I'm going around the corner. So that's soft touch. The rest of the materials are brittle, so over there it's quite brittle, but the quality feels pretty solid. Now, one thing that's important in these cars is just how easy the infotainment system is to use. So this Turbo Edition has a 7-inch touchscreen. These shortcut buttons, you've got physical shortcut buttons up the side, which are easy to use. That's really handy. It is harder to use the touchscreen when you're driving along because you can't actually feel whether you press the button or not. Yeah, that's not bad at all. In terms of space, I'm just going to quickly look around the car. There you go, that's the back seats. They're very roomy actually. One thing you might have noticed, actually I'll use the mirror to show you. The back window is very large, but there is quite a big pillar at the very back which creates a blind spot, especially if you're trying to filter out of a junction and looking over your shoulder. You can probably see that now. Like I say, it's quite safe for me to do that because we're on a closed circuit. But yeah, the Hyundai i20, it's actually a pretty blooming good car. It's one of the best cars that Hyundai does. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this POV ride in the car. Let us know in the comments box below what you thought about it and if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Thanks for watching.